Welcome to another edition of Bootcamp Raw with my guest, Laura. Welcome to Bootcamp Raw, Laura.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from,
Okay, so
what you do.
I'm Laura. I'm 25 and I'm from Belgium. At the moment, I don't do anything because I quit my job to be here. After this, to live my dream. So I quitted everything.
Did you just stopped it?
I just stopped everything. I sold my apartment. I quitted my 9-to-5 job. So yeah.
Wow. So whereabouts in Belgium are you from?
Antwerp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty lively city, isn't it, Antwerp? I haven't been there myself. There's a lot going on.
For sure.
So what were you doing? What job did you quit?
Yeah, so I was a fashion stylist and a social media manager. I loved it, but just a 9-to-5 job that didn't feel well for me.
Right.
I wanted more. So I quitted it. I was at a moment that I just want to change everything.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And you've come to Team Bootcamp and you're doing the Concord program, which is a long-term program.
Yes.
What was your motivation for choosing that?
I've been struggling with my weight all my life. And I was living life the fullest as well in Belgium. I was partying, going out with friends, lots of dinners, but I wasn't really enjoying it. So it was more of a habit than really the life that I want to live. And I was pretty lazy. Like I didn't do anything of a workout. I just laid in my couch, watched Netflix.
Really?
And that was it. Then I quitted everything because I wanted to pursue my dream, and that's traveling the world. So it was time to do something about my body as well.
Right.
If I want to go for the dream, I want to do it in a I want to feel confident. I want to be strong, and bootcamp is the best way to do it.
Yeah. Well, it's going to give you more options as well, isn't it? The better shape you're in and the more confidence you have, the more things you're likely to do, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Things like even beach volleyball. It's something that I never did because I wasn't comfortable in my body. But those are things you want to be able to do if you have the option.
For sure.
Yeah.
How long would you say you've been uncomfortable with your body?
All my life.
Right.
Yeah, all my life. It is, as a child, I was already a little bigger than the rest, and that kept going for all my life. Yeah, and I played basketball as well for 16 years, but I was always the chubby one and the one that was bigger, the one that didn't fit well in the uniform.
Right.
So yeah, all my life.
Okay. So you actually move really well, and you're quite strong, aren't you? And you've definitely got that sort of baseline foundation for doing really well at bootcamp. And I think in the short period of time you've been here, how long is it now?
This is my 4th week.
Right, this is my first week with you, isn't it? Second week.
Yes, second.
And in that time, the progress that you've made has been quite striking. Yeah. And do you feel that yourself?
I feel it. Yes, if I compare myself with the first week, like my first day, I had to run just at the other side of the field, and I was just dead. Like I couldn't even breathe. My body wouldn't move, and I did a 5K run last week.
I know,
and
right?
It was really a proud moment for myself. So I was really proud of that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you didn't stop, did you? Well, did it a little bit of a walk?
Yeah, a little bit of a walk, but most of it I was running. Yeah,
oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So how much weight have you lost so far?
So far, actually in 3 weeks, because we didn't have our weigh out yet this week, 12 pounds.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm very happy. But it's more about the feeling than the numbers.
There's so much more going on, isn't there? Mm-hmm. When you fixate on a scale, it doesn't actually tell you everything.
No. That's because I was expecting more the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But I feel so much better already, and that compares the weight. It's just a big win already for me. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that'll come, but sometimes it doesn't always equate to weight loss. You change shape. You're probably noticing that your clothes are getting a bit looser on you. You probably need to buy a new wardrobe soon.
I'm already looking forward to it. Like, that's my main goal.
You've been to Primark yet in the UK?
Yes,
yeah?
I did. Yeah, it's massive. It's big. Yeah.
It's an experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
The one thing with the Concord Food program, which is different to Top Camp, is Top Camp's more training. At Concord Food, you tend to look inside a little bit more. Have you found that to be effective? Have you found it to be challenging, emotional? Has it brought anything up for you?
That's a hard one for me because I already switched my mind a few months ago when I decided to go for it. So I came here very positive and just ready to go because this is an investment in myself and I just want to get everything out of it. So I was already very positive, but just being around other people, like-minded people, all the other campers, it brings so much more details up than you're used to. Like you hear everybody's story, and it's just amazing to meet those people as well. Because if I didn't do this, I would never met them, and they changed my life already. And also, indeed, the mindset coaching. Like they're still helping me. I'm already very positive and I'm already on a good way. But every time you hear something new, it still helps you to just push yourself that little more and to go deeper and see what's not wrong with you, but what's like the thing that always keeps you going to your bad habits.
Yeah. I always like to use the analogy of you just keep sharpening the axe. Yeah. All the little things that you learn, just sharpen that axe, and it just makes you a bit more effective and stronger moving forwards. Yeah. You are a very positive person, aren't you?
I am. And I wasn't always, like, with other people, I was always like this. But to myself, I wasn't. But that's the most important thing. Like, you can act and you can act like you're happy and positive. Yeah. Actually feeling it, it's a whole different story.
For sure. Yeah. What would you say your main reason was for your weight gain or being overweight? Was it lack of exercise or was it nutrition? Were you eating the wrong foods?
The both. Like I had some like I played basketball 16 years, so I always had that. But even by just eating an apple, I was feeling that I was gaining weight. So I came at a point a year ago that I just didn't think about food anymore. And I was just eating everything that I wanted to eat. I just wanted to live a life just for once without thinking about food or can I eat it, can I not? Yeah. And I gained a lot of weight. And yeah, that brought me to a number that I never wanted to see. Yeah. And then you see pictures of yourself on a holiday in that body. And that's just a reality check.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it's a big thing to leave your life. You know, you've sold your house, you've left your job to come to England in the winter for a long term. It is intense. It's very intense, isn't it? I mean, the training is hard. You know, how nervous were you when you arrived?
I was more excited than nervous. I was more nervous to meet the other campers.
Because you never quite know what the dynamic's going to be, do you?
It's always, you have to wait and see and we're very lucky because we have a lovely group of people. But yeah, it's always excited and a little bit nervous to see other people. But for the bootcamp itself, it was a decision that I made. So I was so ready to come here and to start. Like I counted the days back home just to step on the plane, go to England and just start like my new life and the more improved Laura.
Awesome. So why did you choose Team Bootcamp? Did you do quite a lot of research?
Yes, I did.
And what were the options? What did you feel the options were like?
So I wanted something for a longer term. In Belgium and the surroundings, we have like boot camps for a week or 2 weeks. But for me, I wanted something that I can change habits and it takes longer than just a few weeks. And I don't know, I was just looking on Google and Concord Food program passed by and I was like, it felt warm already on the website and I had a good feeling because that's the most important thing for me. I want to feel like the good vibes in the warm place. And then I had a call with Paula and that just brought everything together for me. Like just her voice, the things that she said. And yeah, I just did it. I was like, okay, I'm coming. I'm doing this. I will be
Amazing.
there. Yeah.
That's good. Is it what you expected? Or do you not know what you expected now you were here?
I came so open-minded to here.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, everything that they're gonna throw me into, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get everything out of it, and I love it. So, like, it's hard. It's a challenge, but I love it.
What about the training outdoors? Like you did today, the bootcamp session at Top Camp?
Yes, it's actually my favorite.
Is it?
Yes.
Did you like that session?
Yeah,
then?
because in Belgium, I never did it. I did always an inside sport, and just being around nature.
Yeah.
It's something that I never did before. And now we have a lot, like there's nothing else than nature around us. And just working out even if it's raining, like we're just doing it. We're not enjoying it because it's hard.
Yeah,
it's a
hard.
challenge.
Yeah, I mean, you were my camper of the week this week.
Yes, I am.
So,
Yeah.
you've done, really impressed me, the way you've improved. But it's not just, I think it's your, you just said the way you're willing to apply yourself to everything, and you always take everything on the chin and you just crack on, and that affects people around you as well, which is really key.
Yeah.
And so I think your positivity rubs off on others.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So what other sessions do you enjoy? Is there anything that stood out to you that you think, you know what, I'm going to do this when I go home?
Strength. I love everything that we do with weight, the liftings.
Yeah.
Especially because you can, like, you see the difference every week. You can put some more weight on and it's actually going good. So it's nice to see that progress. But also running. I didn't expect to love it, but I never did a long run before. And I was really hating you last week that you say that we did that we had to do a 5K run. I was like, oh my gosh. But I did it, and actually I was feeling very relaxed when I was doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't expect that.
Yeah. It's amazing what you're capable of, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If your body will respond, like we spoke about, to the stresses you put on it. If you're sitting at home and you're eating Doritos and watching Netflix, the body's like, well, okay, we just need to pile loads of fat on around the waist and lose all the muscle and stiffen up. And if you're running around a field doing 5K strength training, the body will change, It's not rocket science.
No, that's true. There's still one thing that I hate, and that's the hill. I will never love the hill.
I haven't made you go up the hill this week, actually.
You didn't.
God damn.
Thank you for that.
How'd you find spinning?
The first time was a hell.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. But the second time, I had a better seat. It was soft, and I like that. But actually, if you put your mind to it and you just go with it,
yeah,
like, it's the best workout ever.
Oh, it's very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
We come out of there, and I'm the same, and you're sweating. You got no more sweat left to give sometimes.
You have like a pool under you when you're spinning. So
you have to listen to my music for an hour.
Yes, I have. But it's not that bad.
Some would disagree with you. You've done a bit of boxing as well?
Yes.
How'd you find that?
Normal boxing, I loved it.
Yeah.
But then the other type that we had to do, the other...
Muay Thai?
Yes, that one.
Not feeling that?
It's more technical, I think, and more things to think about before you really do it. And with boxing, it's just doing it. And the boxing I love. Yeah, I really love to put like all my aggression in it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It normally goes down well. It's quite a popular class with a lot of people, but some people just, and that's one thing about here is you'll get exposed to so many modalities of training, and you'll start picking up things that you think, I'm 100% going to do this when I go home, and other things you're like, just not for me. You know? But it's all part of the program.
That's true.
Back to weight loss then. Have you got a figure or a goal in mind of the weight that you wish to lose while you're here?
I had one. Like in kilograms, I wanted to lose at least 15 kilograms. It's around 30 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
But I think I set it aside. It's still possible. But just the feeling that I get here already, like I had a pants on earlier today that was like when I came here, it was so tight, I couldn't even breathe. And today I put it on and it was even loose around my stomach. So just the feeling of that is so more important to me than the number. So I think I put the number aside and just going to focus on the centimeters and just how my clothes feel.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, for us, like Craig and Paula and the staff, we're more interested in centimeters. In fact, it tells us more about what's going on with the body than the scale. But we do like to fixate on it, and people often do have a number when they arrive, and it's good to see that you've changed that way of thinking, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's exactly where you want to be, I promise you.
Yeah.
You know, if you train right and you eat well, the weight loss will come. But you know, there's better things going on.
For sure.
Yeah. So when you do leave, are you gonna go back to Belgium for a bit?
For a bit. Yes.
And then you're gonna...
Yeah, I already booked a plane to Bali.
Did you?
Yes, I did it this week just to have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And to start actually the life that I wanted. So I'll be leaving on the 17th of January to Bali. And my last day here is at the end of December. So I will be around 2-3 weeks in Belgium to see the family. And then I'm off.
Do they go for it at Christmas time in Belgium?
It's like I have family from Finland as well. And my grandmother and her Christmas, it's the most important thing. So it's a really big party.
Have you been to Lapland then?
Yes.
Have you?
Best holiday ever.
Was it?
Yeah, there is nothing better than that.
Did you see Santa or not?
We didn't.
Did you not?
No.
God damn.
We saw the Northern Lights every
awesome.
evening. It was amazing, yeah.
Love to see that. Yeah. It's cool. So imagine there's someone like yourself out there that's wanting to make a change and is looking around and they listen to this podcast. What would you say to them?
Go for it. Make the investment in yourself, because that's it. You have to make the time for yourself, but also the investment, because you give so much money to everyone and everything, but not to yourself. And for me, that was a big step, because I always thought that I didn't deserve it. But I deserve it, because it's my body. So invest in yourself and make that decision to change your life.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And sum up bootcamp, your bootcamp experience in 3 words.
A challenge. Strong, because I already feel so much stronger. And just yourself, because you do this for you and no one else.
Amazing. Laura, thank you for being a guest on Bootcamp Raw. It's been fantastic having you here. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yes.
And we will be updating Laura's journey again in another, say, 3 or 4 weeks' time.
Perfect.
Let everyone know how you're getting on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Laura.
Thank you.